This might actually be the hardest video I have ever had to record just out of pure cringe. I wanted to do this entire 20-minute video by myself from start to finish, but I think if that's what I did, I would have had to find myself a therapist afterward. So we have a special guest in the later part of the video, but you're gonna have to keep watching to see who that is. Anyways, leave a like on the video because I'm enduring cringe that no man should ever have to endure, and let's get started.
It's corn. You can slob on the knobs. It has the juice. It has the juice.
Terrifying. Horrifying, I would say. Dude, what are you doing, man? Like what? What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? Alone in your room doing crisscross applesauce singing about slobbing on the knob? Like, bro, you let the demons win, is what I'm getting out of this, right? Like, you woke up and the demons were telling you to record a TikTok where you just, freak everybody out. And you could have fought them back. You could have said, no, not today. We're not doing that. But you let the demons win.
You can slob on the knobs.
You should be fined for emotional damage that you've caused with that video. Got me and everybody watching cringing up a storm, and it's not even 10 a.m. yet, bro.
The tummy make my flu go The tummy make my flu go
I refuse to believe that we are fully evolved as a human species, because this to me right here is a scientific anomaly, right? Like, because we're supposed to be Homo sapiens, we're the advanced man, but I'm starting to have some doubts.
The tummy make my flu go The tummy make my flu go
Yeah, it's like, how do you exactly explain that? And I'm not even talking about evolution, right? Like, just that TikTok. Like, what did we just watch? That's not rhetorical. I seriously need some answers, because if I was just asked that question by a friend, homie goes, hey bro, what are you watching? And I have this on my screen, what am I supposed to say in that situation? Like, I wasn't taught in school how to prepare for a situation where I'm watching this and I have to explain it to somebody. Also, who gave the okay on these eyelashes? I see a lot of people that wear these eyelash extensions and they just don't look good. And I'm not even trying to be mean, but adding 3 extra inches to your eyelashes isn't attractive.
This is what happens when you hack your wife's TikTok account.
You gain 300 pounds? What do you mean this is what happens when you hack your wife's TikTok account? What happened? 15-year-old girl in the background does not feel safe at all. You haven't been made aware of the invention of the toothbrush, and guy over here doesn't even know where he is right now.
What happens when you hack your wife's TikTok account?
Hey, this going all that. I'm in the background.
This guy's old enough to be president, and he's on TikTok doing face humor, sticking out his tongue and shit. Bro even threw in a little raspberry, he was like, pfft. Like, come on, bro. Who even is this guy? What is his relationship to the 2 people in the back of the car? There's no way that's their father. Like, no shot. Bro, if that's my dad, I'm grabbing one of these and hitting the road. Bro, Five Nights at Freddy's fans are just severely troubled individuals. It's weird too because the game is decent, like I used to play that game a lot, but how did the game end up cultivating such an oddball fan base, It's the same thing for me like anime. Like, I've only watched a couple animes, but the fan base of anime is like atrocious. The best way to put it is if you're at school and you're just getting a bad scent in the air, and that scent happens to be coming from a person, it's likely that that person watches anime, okay? Playing FNAF, I don't know what it is, but it makes people do weird things, Like what are we watching?
Здравствуй, опа, Новый год. Здравствуй, опа, Новый год.
It's from watching videos like that I slowly begin to understand the Kurt Cobain mindset. That is the worst TikTok I've watched all month.
Здравствуй, опа, Новый год.
We can't give everybody internet. Like, we just can't do it. It's not a thing that we can do without results like this. The thing with videos like this is I don't understand how they come to exist. Like, the person who made this video, is it because they were bullied too much or too little? Like, if they were bullied too much, maybe they're kind of lashing out after the years of abuse with videos like this to kind of like maybe get back at their bullies. But if they weren't bullied enough, maybe they were just this cringy from the start and nobody ever kind of put them in check. So with that being said, I will support whichever side basically makes this stop happening. This is a fully matured human male adult. And this is what he's doing. Like, I roast videos like this, and then I get comments from people being like, well, why are you roasting this guy, man? Let people enjoy things, you know? Let people enjoy things. Let people have fun doing what they want to do. You know, he's not hurting anybody, and to that I just have to say, no. If this guy's definition of fun is basically disrespecting his entire bloodline by putting a maid costume on and dancing in TikTok, and it's also gonna cause me to cringe when I watch it, I'm gonna have to say no and hit him with the roasts, unfortunately.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
What do you want from me? Like, seriously, what do I have to do to stop this? Like, what is your demand list? Do I have to vote a certain political candidate into office? I can do that, honestly, I'll do that. Do you want, like, a donation or something? I'll donate $10 if you delete your account. I don't need to hear grown men on TikTok saying that they're hungry in a seductive voice. This would be great anti-vaxxer propaganda. Like, download this video and then caption it like, this is the effects of the vaccine.
It is Canada.
No, baby. It is Singapore. Welcome to Singapore.
I think for something to be cringe, you kind of have to understand what you're watching, and I don't have a clue what I just watched. I don't know what that TikTok was. Just some guy slow-mo running at the end of it.
I wake in the morning and I step outside. I fucking take a deep breath and get real high.
Yeah, we need to make face humor illegal. Like, I don't want to see it anymore, and I'm not just saying, like, oh, I don't want to see it, but that's okay if you do it. No, it needs to be banned, like, nationwide. For some reason, early 2010s, people thought this was hilarious, so we would get things like, I baked you a pie, oh boy, what flavor, pie, pie, pie. And it's just a bunch of grown adults stretching their face muscles to try to be funny, and it's never been funny, man.
And I scream from the top of my lungs. What's going on?
Like, if this is your mom, you have to consider self-admitting yourself to an orphanage, you know? Like, you can't really live with that. Mom's out here doing face humor on TikTok, like, no. Like, the moment that mom posts this TikTok, you have to click the submit button on the orphanage application.
So to pick up women in Valorant, all you gotta do is have a nice mic and a deep voice. Good girl, Viper. Don't forget to like and follow.
Bro, you're not him, okay? Stop it. Stop doing this. Stop trying to be Markiplier. I know you're trying to imitate his voice a one-to-one. It's not working, and you're embarrassing yourself. I mean, pickup artistry is already a cringe thing in on itself, but how, like, level 1000 down bad final boss do you have to be to consider even, like, flirting with girls over Valorant VC? Like, I get if you were doing it ironically, but you clearly weren't. Calling her good girl because she clutched the round like dog. Cut it out. Knock it off. You're a grown fucking man. Like, go watch football with the homies or something. Like, dude, you can't spend this time, you know, flirting with girls over Valorant. Probably, like, teenage girls, too.
My money don't jiggle jiggle.
It's cold.
I'd like to see you wiggle wiggle.
Like cold.
Make you wanna dribble dribble, you know.
Christy, wake up. Cold.
Jiggle jiggle.
I hated every second of that. Like, that is just 5 unfunny memes put into one song. Yeah, the band kid's gonna go crazy over that one, though. The band kids are gonna absolutely love that one. The saddest part is Running Up That Hill, which is the original song, and, like, the beat to this song is actually, like, a really good song, or at least it was for, like, a little bit. And then every single person on TikTok used it as the background song, and it got associated with just incredibly unfunny content, so I just can't listen to the song anymore. I actually had to unlike it on Spotify. I'd be in a room with somebody who's scrolling TikTok, and I would just hear that song play like 5 times in the span of 30 seconds. It's a real shame.
I heard you like singers. What would you do if I saw you at the red light and I said, baby girl? What would you do if I licked on my lips and I said, could you do it for me, baby? What would you do? Slowly, 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 slowly. What would you do?
Okay. It's rare that I feel this uncomfortable watching a TikTok. Singing about what would you do if I saw you at the red light? I wouldn't even do anything. I would just wait in my car for the light to turn green. That's what you do at a stoplight. And that awkward pause after he stopped singing. Oh my god. Like, please, just, you can end the video after you're done singing. You don't have to leave the camera running to just stare at me. It's like I'm a steak and he's a wolf about to, like, eat me apart. So uncomfortable, man. Like, please don't do that again.
We'll stop loving you when an apple falls from a mango tree on the 30th of February. For more chat-up lines, Follow me.
Okay, first of all, that's not a pickup line. That's something that you would say to somebody that you're like deeply in love with. Second of all, why do you look like that? Like, why is your makeup like that? You look like you were made in a comic book. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look like a comic book villain. I'm sure you're a good person. Well, actually, I shouldn't even say that. I'm not even sure of anything. I don't know you. I'm just going to assume that you're a good person. So, yeah, I mean, you know, keep doing your pickup lines or whatever. Just some constructive criticism. I would say maybe switch up the makeup a little bit.
Try not to laugh.
That was so painfully unfunny that it went full circle and actually became funny again. I watched that for the first time when I wasn't recording, and I actually was just like straight face, and then for some reason I just started bursting out laughing. I don't know why. I think it's the fact that he was just trying so hard. I think the fact that this guy finds making like sounds to be the peak of comedy is the part that I find funny. I wish this guy luck on his comedy career. I think he's gonna be selling out arenas real soon.
One thing very clear. One thing very clear. I don't avoid conflict because I'm scared of you. I avoid conflict because I'm scared of myself. My temper can go from 0 to death row really quick.
This guy, without a doubt, hits on high school girls. And when he does it, he blames it on his inner demons, you know? Like, he's like, the voices told me to do it. Where it's like, nah, bro, you just did that, you know? The more and more cringe TikTok that I watch, the more and more the idea of spinning the block makes sense to me. Like, something about the fact that a man on the internet puts on a blue avatar face filter and talks about, like, what? Becoming an animal that he's afraid of when he gets into conflict. It's like, my man, you really just need to get off. Like, you're about to be placed in an adult timeout, you know? 5 minutes in the corner, no phone, no TikTok. You gotta just control yourself and, you know, kind of collect yourself for a bit.
Hey, babe, where the fuck you at? Hold on, babe, I'm coming.
Yeah, so why did you post this? Genuine question, why? What's the point of posting this? You said, hey babe, I'm coming, and then there was no babe, and then you just left your room, and your room being your mom's attic, which is kind of sad because you look like you're 23. Hey, maybe someday your anime girlfriend will become real. I believe in you, man. Not really, but hopefully you get her. Or him. You know, maybe you're gay. Maybe you want an anime boyfriend. You know, good luck on that.
I re-downloaded Tinder. Oi, mate! I'm back on the old tins! I re-downloaded Tinder. Amy Schumer seriously has some competition because, guys, I don't know about you, but I am cracking up, maybe even chuckling. I mean, dude, this is some funny stuff. It's hard to actually think about the fact that somebody out there laughed at this, unironically. Like, there was somebody scrolling on TikTok, stopped at this video, watched it, and chuckled or laughed to some extent. That's scary. That's a scary thought. That could even be somebody you know. Like, what if your good friend, you know, was the type of person to laugh at this unironically? What do you do with that friendship, you know? Do you just say, like, yeah, we can't do this anymore? Like, I can't be your friend after that? Like, what exactly? Like, I don't know. What would I do there? I don't know. I wouldn't end the friendship right on the spot, but I would have to order, like, a large pizza and, you know, have a heart-to-heart with him later that night. You know, try to get in his headspace. Bro, you're out in public. You're not at Comic-Con anymore, okay? You don't get to act like this in society and not get bad looks. Like, you understand you're probably near some babies that are being, you know, rolled around in a stroller, absolutely terrified. They just see a grown man with a blue wig yelling at nothing. Everybody thinks you're on drugs, you know? Like, this is just not okay. Also, that clip ran for so much longer than it should have. Like, bro, you have to stop doing the maybe after like 3 seconds, but you went on for like 10 seconds, man. It's over. I just don't know how anybody could watch through that entire thing on their For You page. Like, you just gotta scroll at some point.
Say Red Bull. Red Bull. No, say Red Bull. Red Bull. Okay, say red. Red. Now say bull. Bull. Great, now say Red Bull. Rebel.
Is this supposed to be relatable? How many people do not know how to say Red Bull? Like, I've never heard anybody who doesn't know how to say Red Bull. He's like role-playing a scenario that actually has never taken place ever. Maybe he was just trying to be funny, but like, if that's what he was trying to do, I gotta put him at the Amy Schumer tier with the other girl, and it's just not looking too good for him. Say Red Bull. The punchline is that he doesn't say Red Bull. Holy shit, dude. I'm crying and laughing and throwing up everywhere. So we've reached a point in the video where I've actually developed a headache from recording this for so long, so my boy Optimus is gonna hop in and just step in for a bit and do the video for me.
Because.
When they ask why there's an XXL dog cage in your room, yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and stop that right now. I mean, even with the collar, the dog tag and everything, like all of this, the puppy print shirt, go ahead and quit, please. Go ahead and log out for me real quick. Like, what do you honestly do if you walk up in somebody's house and you see this massive dog cage right next to the bed, they're wearing a collar, they got their dog tag on, does that say dog on it? Like, come on, man. Everything about this needs to stop. You have a family, you know what I mean? Like, what do your parents say when they come over and they see all this? Like, do you think they just act normal about that? They don't have a conversation in the car like, hey, what happened to our kid, by the way?
Damn, little mommy, yo, sticky. Got a nigga.
Dude's feet look like a Lord of the Rings character. Dude, what is wrong with your big toe, man? This is why I don't open my phone in public, dude. I'll be damned if I'm sitting at Subway waiting on my sub or whatever, and then, you know, the stranger next to me sees this. Dude's feet look like an old worn out stretch of highway. Yeah, this also needs to quit right now, bro. Stop tipping your fedora. Stop right now. Stop everything you're doing. I don't even know. What happened with the fedora? Like, this used to be like a gentleman's hat, and then now all of a sudden, cringe Redditors and gamers have just taken over the hat. Like, we literally colonized this hat from the gentleman or something, man. It needs to stop, guys. Like, the fedora at this point, it's over with. Like, that's been killed. I don't know if you're still trying to do, like, the tip my hat to you, miss. I don't know, but that's over with, bro. That was like a century ago at this point, dude. That's over with. Like, I can't believe someone with access to the internet and TikTok hasn't realized this yet out of anything they could have realized.
Who fell in love first? Who made the first move? Who said I love you first? Who says sorry the most? Who replies faster? Who gets jealous more?
Alright, so now we got Roblox boyfriends and girlfriends out here filming TikToks. Yeah, let's go ahead and not do that. I'm assuming the people who made this are probably like 11 years old, so I don't want to go too hard on them, you know, make too many mean comments to them, but if you're one of the 11-year-olds that films stuff like this, dude, just realize when you're like 16, 18, 20, looking back on these moments of you filming this kind of stuff with your little Roblox girlfriend, you're gonna just hate yourself. It's gonna consume you from the inside out. The self-hatred, the realization of what you are will hit too hard. You are going to hate yourself. Just go ahead and save yourself the future disappointment. Don't do this. Appreciate Cheeto having me on for this video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Optimus. You can find me here on YouTube as well. Appreciate you guys giving me the time to make this, and yeah.
Thank you, Optimus. Unfortunately, I still have my headache, so we're gonna just power through the rest of this and get this video to 20 minutes, so yeah.
People keep saying if you can get over 20 points on this hot dog eating game, TikTok will send you 1 million views on your video.
Bro really fell for the oldest trick in the book. A sound telling you that if you use this sound and you do this thing, you'll get 1 million views. My man, those don't ever work. Those are fake. And unfortunately, you fell for it. But, I mean, he did do well at that hot dog game. It looks kind of easy, but, I mean, he beat the 20 points, so good for him. Unfortunately, he did not get his 1 million views unless this video gets 1 million views, in which case he will have inadvertently gotten 1 million views. So, let's get this video to 1 million views for him.
Excuse me, sir. What do you do for a living?
Wouldn't you like to know, player?
Okay, so you paid somebody to act like they don't know you and come up to you and ask what you do for a living, and you answer, wouldn't you like to know? Nobody thinks you're cool, just so you know. You look ridiculous. Dude's wearing a fake diamond-encrusted crown and these stupid-ass glasses. Like, bro, you're not cool to anybody. The only people that think that that's cool is, like, 6-year-olds, maybe, and then, like... Yeah, no, that's it, actually. That's probably not even his car that he's sitting in, too. That's probably some, like, rented car that he has for, like, 6 more hours. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. These 20-minute videos take a lot of work to make, so if you enjoy them, obviously, please show me some love. And, yeah, follow my socials. Links are all down below. Join the Discord server. Thanks to all my channel members, as always, for supporting. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.